This whole adventure started with an email from Steve Bancroft with these bizarre penciled-in drawings of transitions and me as a stick figure riding across buildings and walls and all these wild ideas, which at first sounded excellent. And the idea was just to take the ramps to Portugal, set them up in random, cool locations and just try and ride them, I mean, it sounded simple enough. We have this great idea that, this trip's going to be real relaxed. We're going to have no problems getting these clips of the trannies. We brought all kinds of wild stuff, just some fun stuff to do while not riding, expecting, yeah, we're going to have, just a few chill days, hang out, shoot the shit, do whatever we want. Ferry was great. Got on there, found out it was going to be 26 hours, which was little uncertainty of like how the whole thing was going to go, but they threw bingo at us, they threw quizzo at us. Didn't do well at any of them, but it was still an awesome time and just got completely pissed drunk and just slept it off. And then it just flew by. It was easy. 26 hours like nothing. Now, probably about like a 5-hour drive south. Just hammered the drive out, got a hotel, woke up the next morning and, still really optimistic, like, yeah, this is gonna work, like this is gonna happen, we're gonna find all kinds of cool spots, just gonna set these things up and just shred them. And then it just hit us really quickly that it was really gonna be tough and it was gonna be a fucking emotional roller coaster. We didn't factor in like that everything had to be perfect, like the ground, the wall. Just finding some of these spots was ridiculous, like we drove for hours just pulling off the random spots, looking through fields, like looking for unique setups, and it just wasn't happening. Sucks. It's trying to find a place for these transitions, and it's actually way harder than it is. All we need is a wall, and we can't find one. Why would that be so hard to do? We can't do it. We spot this light post and it's just like, all right, we got to get something, at least just like a morale booster. Like, all right, we got one in the bag. Like, let's get something at least.
I just don't know if the tranny's gonna come out long enough to like clear that grass, Never find the top. We keep on climbing, but we never find the top. We keep on climbing, but we never find the top.
We got one in the bag. We did something with it, right? This is where we're staying now. This about 100 meters away from the beach. And these nice little bungalows we got. Drinking coffee in the morning. And now we're gonna attempt the transition finding again. And we're just gonna roam the coast of Portugal and see what we find next. Portugal has some beautiful beaches. That's what our game plan came to be. Like, we kind of like searched the rural, more inland areas, and if we just came up with nothing every single time. And it started to turn out that every time we would go to the beach, we would end up like finding something to do. Whether it worked out or not, we had more luck staying near the coastline. So then we stumbled upon this beautiful, beautiful beach with really like scenic cliffs, and had this like walkway that led out to the sand and to the ocean. And Banners had the great idea of, Jeff, you wanna try this? Ramps just barely fit in between them. Had to like wedge them in there, clear some sand out, and then it actually ended up working out really well. It's probably the best photo of the trip for me, I think. My upbringing of building sketchy ramps in my friend's backyard really helped out in this situation, just because just had to rig some stuff up with whatever was in there. Some old window shutters, like random bits of wood we're finding all over the place, and it was just, you know, it kind of made you feel like a little kid again, like just finding this weird spot and setting it up, and you know it's nothing special, but it's fun doing that. Ah, the hangover day. I woke up with a big old shiner. Don't even remember how it happened. We decided to go back to this one spot we had previously been before, and spotted this channel and thought it'd be a good idea. Just didn't end up working out. The runway was crap. Just riding across grass with holes dug out of it. Like, it just wasn't a very good setup. But when we went back, we had more experience with the ramps and knew how to support them better and knew what was going to work, and all of a sudden, shit just started happening. Now, back to the ferry, 26 hours, back to England, and then 7 hours back home. Let's go get drunk. I'm out.